Hello, everybody. It's me, Mare, and I'm back here in Genshin Impact, continuing on the second part of Where Waves Meet the Reef. So let's just get into that. Oh boy, we just got a couple of things. We got new encounters we could have at the expo, some games we could do, but I think this is what I need to do to get to the mission. I mean, quest, whatever. Missions are in HSR. Sorry about that. Where waves meet the reef. Part 2. Encirclement of bullets and silk. The criminal puppet master lurking behind the shadows has finally taken the bait. Yelan from Liwei's Ministry of Civil Affairs and Chevreuse from Fontaine's Mason Gardiennage have embarked on a rare joint operation. However, apprehending the perpetrator isn't the only issue they have to ponder. Let's get to it, dog.
Well, it's been 2 days. Wonder how the investigation's going. Let's go check in with Yelan and Chevreuse.
Ugh, seriously, I still have shitty audio in my goddamn... Yeah, I definitely only hear it more on my left ear. Give me a second here. Okay, I think that did it. Let's get to the locale, and now it's too loud.
Someone told you the Masters of the Night Wind is a tribe of weirdos? Who else is there? I thought I was the only one.
Funny. Bold of him to think that he was the weirdest of the bunch. Let's just get to the damn thing. There we go. Ooh, I got them both this time. To the expo!
Wow! Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
Ooh, betas with the kiddos.
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Ooh, it doesn't?
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Aw, man.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. I was just introducing our product to these discerning young customers.
Paimon thought you were here for some, fishing? Wait, are these three?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
Yeah, this is just genuinely unrelated to the investigation. She just wanted to show off to a couple of children.
I'm sorry. Are these three preventing you from doing business? Let me get them out of your hair. Come on. Time to go.
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb, don't bother people when they're trying to work. Okay?
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista in action. How does that sound?
Ooh, nice, enticing.
How much would it cost?
Ooh.
Not a single mora.
Aw, how generous.
Really? It's a promise then, miss.
Your vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it? Are you sure you should be bringing children on board?
I think there's actually a couple of kids that live on the Alcor, so I think it's no stranger to children being on board.
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play, and boy, do they love it.
Oh yeah, I would go nuts if I could climb all over that thing if I were a child. I sort of had. I got to see some, like, military vessel that got, you know, just sunk somewhere. Just kind of used for tourists to just go around and hang out with. Just kind of climb around. It's really cramped in there. Those World War II ships. I think they had basically 4 stretchers that were just dangling from the ceiling. It would just be kind of stacked at each other and just kind of hooked up to these chains, and there would be like 4 of them stacked up between the floor and the ceiling. That's how packed it was in those vessels.
If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Mm-hmm.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers and give them to children as toys.
Yeah, that's a little dangerous. I'm starting to think this guy kind of does want to shy away from weaponry. Or is that just what he wants to make you think?
Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship and see a playground.
If you're worried about safety, I can...
No, I suppose I'm just envious. That's all. I'll be sure to bring them over if we get the chance.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret, fishing. Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting for a bite.
Whoa, that's very creepy.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
Stealthy.
That's mighty expensive.
Chevreuse.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on, there's no rule saying we can't haggle.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Who is this guy?
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod-Krai's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Ooh. Is he suggesting we take this off grounds? That doesn't sound very... That sounds very sus.
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can get a cut?
Ooh. That's a little underhanded, dog.
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Oh, crap.
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here. But the reward's worth the risk.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet here, then.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
That was very suspicious. Who the hell is that guy? Looks like we're going to the Alcor. Nice and private. Oh,
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Ask though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened. And whoever is behind this whole thing will know we're onto them.
In that case...
Ooh, looks like we might have to go very deep undercover then.
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes, it's over.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, in theory. The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but... that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon.
Yeah, that would be kind of bad.
Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
Oh, I think they're kind of clashing, having a clash of ideals.
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nod-Krai?
Things are getting tense here.
Are they having a fight?
They're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Yeah, things have been kind of smooth so far. We might as well have a bit of a feathers ruffled by this point.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
Yeah, if anything, they're not, at each other's throats or anything. Oof. Man, there's definitely going to be some dangerous encounters between some of these folks. Between all these playable characters intermingling with one another. Maybe things will be cool. Maybe things will be hit off pretty nice. Maybe I don't know, have some interesting ships going on or something. Better something like this. Or far more dangerous. God forbid if Lowen ever met Tartaglia, they would just tear each other to shreds for fun.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will get away. See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
It would be kind of sus to see her around such a shady deal.
Then you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, it'll be 2 against 1.
Sounds good to me.
Ha! Let's do this thing!
Yeah! Now where to go? Oh. Forgot I deactivated that. I think this is faster.
There he is!
Shh. I didn't know the little
You
birds up
really
there.
can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crates.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because you operate right out in the open. Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor, so that seems to check out.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
That's our cue. Ooh, we suckered him.
Take that!
Out of the way!
Oh crap. One's making a run for it.
It's one of the undercover agents! He's making a break for it!
The captain of the special patrol will take it from here.
Aw, but I wanted to do a chase sequence.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around.
Aw.
I have to avoid bloodshed.
Oh no.
Trying to escape? Allow me to show you the way!
Oh god, she's got her blicky out.
Nope, not this way.
Whoa! Keep running, son.
Had enough? Then turn around! Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day!
Seriously, how are you so winded? Ooh, he's cut off.
My leg!
Oh, shoot. Try to mangle his legs.
Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
Ooh, that is some hard-boiled shit, Chevreuse.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are? If even one gets a...
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20.
Wow. Also, her outfit's standard issue. Strange.
Save the best for last, right?
How did you?
Don't even think about it.
Holy crap. Look at this poor gal just cowering like that. Oh, good thing that the Spina de Risola got their men here, too.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
Nice. Holy crap, she looks so thug.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nod-Krai. It was about time we returned the favor.
Aww.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
What? They aren't from the Spina? They're just some thugs that they hired and put into suits?
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Oh, nice cover then. But then again, that is pretty cute.
Wow! Navia is something else!
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula could mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
No Trade Expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
Oh, that was just put up. We could just say it was faulty.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for highly effective interrogation tactics.
Ah, gosh. Ow. Sorry. Oh, God, got me teared up.
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Oh, gosh. They're in a rock and a higher place, aren't they? Ooh, he's quaking.
Yes, that means the operation was a success, right?
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the real work begins.
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the Curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Really? That was it?
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents. We'll be in touch once we have the information. Then we can head to the Curatorium together.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll let you guys do what you gotta do, I suppose. With Navia's help, Yelan and Chevreuse escort the suspects away.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. Not a single one got away.
Yeah, over 20 people to round up all across Nasha Town. That had to be... That was skillful. The real story behind everything.
You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see. We have 2 expert detectives from separate nations teaming up to uncover an international crime ring. That's not a bad story. If you feel like it's missing something, maybe Yelan and Chevreuse will uncover something more interesting during their interrogation.
Excuse me? Are you the Traveler? Jahoda needs you back at the expo venue as soon as possible.
Oh no! Did something happen?
I'm sorry, I don't know the details. All she said was that it's urgent.
Now let's get a move on!
Come on. I'm coming, honey. Oh, I'm heading the wrong way. There we go. I'm coming, Yehoda. Hold on, baby girl. Ooh, she's pacing.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse?
Yehoda, what just happened? What did you get yourself into?
Get it together, Jahoda. focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time. All right. You've got this.
Yeah, you'll make it. Wait, what do you have to get through first?
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. I swear.
What happened?
You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation.
Theft?
A theft? How did that happen?
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. And it just had to happen to one of the scariest people here.
Did you have to say that right in front of Beto?
Beto? Wait, that means...
Somebody stole the ballistas? God damn it. I guess we missed a few folks back in town.
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been stolen.
All of them?
And each ballista is super dangerous. If they fall into the wrong hands...
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now, we would be super appreciative.
Do we have to tell her?
Wait, kids, what do you have to tell her now?
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just... Miss Jahoda...
What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why Uncle Ashvapati told us to come see your booth. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about.
Wait, what? That son of a bitch.
Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Jahoda for help, but then we heard about the ballistas being stolen.
That son of a bitch. And I was thinking he was a chill guy that didn't want anything to do with weapons. And he went behind everybody's back and took them. And then left these children behind.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something like that, but...
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get inside without the guards getting suspicious. Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild is never gonna recover from this.
Hey, if anything, this is on them for having that guy on their payroll. That's not your fault, Jahoda.
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech.
Oh yeah, that's what we were thinking before too.
If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
Uh-oh.
So, this just went from bad to worse.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right, Paimon. The question is he acting alone? Or is he connected to the crime ring?
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the Curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Got it!
Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though. Right?
Don't worry, they're just witnesses. We're just getting their testimonies and stuff. Or whatever we call it here in Nod-Krai. There's literally no laws or whatever. It's kind of like outlaw justice going on.
No, of course not, but... how do we explain this?
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
Yes.
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
That's right. No harm's gonna come to them, Jahoda. Don't worry about that.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he did or didn't do, it's worse for them if he's missing.
I guess we're on the same page then.
Yeah, regardless if he's really guilty or not, and it does seem like he is, he still left these kids behind, and I'm not sure if he's gonna come back. I mean, he does seem to care a little bit about them.
Take these kids to the Curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do!
Yeah, he wouldn't just straight up just leave these kids behind. He seemed really interested in making sure that they're safe and all that. And this is just repeating from last time. To the Curatorium! Whoops. The lift came up. In we go! You all exchanged intel.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were little.
Aww.
He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Nod-Krai not too long ago.
Their eyes. What about them? I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other groups. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder.
That is suspicious.
The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils. But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end. None of the weapons survived, and so in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're definitely one to say. You basically just kind of destroyed 2 whole tribes just as vengeance for yourself, your own. Or just because, well, because, I think. It was a very messy story for Nefer.
If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of eremites.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
So the survivors of the band of eremites are back in the weapons business?
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashvapati would never do something like that! No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Uncle Ashvapati hates weapons.
Yeah, he definitely seemed very concerned about the children playing with the ballistas and all that with Beto. But he still was asking had instructed them to ask very specific questions about them, too.
Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be. Or...
I know, kid. This is so hard to try to even think about for you, isn't it?
I'm sorry. All we can do is act upon the facts.
So, What's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and ambush them. But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents. So, that meeting might as well be moot.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us to our culprit. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down. I just need some time.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to operate. As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search, and I'll let the special patrol handle the seizure.
That does sound like the most feasible plan. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Seizure?
Hey, don't worry too much right now. The most important thing is that we find your uncle. The rest can wait.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, Traveler.
Well, no worries. I also want to see this through. Yeah, there's some big danger afoot here. I knew something wasn't quite right up with that man and these 3 kids. And yeah, I hope this is just some... This is probably not just some big misunderstanding, but as things stand, it's pretty iffy. It's very iffy, everybody. But boy, that went pretty quick, though. That was huge. We did a whole raid on some of these international agents for this organization, and then realized that Beto's inventory got jacked. And then, yeah, Ashvapati's gone missing. And, ooh, he definitely seems quite interested in Beto's stock before, even sending out children that he adopted to, nonetheless, children he adopted nonetheless, to go investigate on his behalf. Well, I guess all I can do now is, see what I can do over here. Can I actually interact with some more folks? Let me just go do some of the games. Beto, how's it going? Sucks that your inventory got jacked, though. Sorry about that, but we'll find the culprit soon enough. Okay, like the bursting thunder, according to modern military doctrine into that, the deployment of forces should resemble a crashing thunderclap instead of a rolling rumble. A swift, decisive strike that settles the matter in a single blow is essential. One must never fall into the trap of sending a sluggish trickle of reinforcements. Okay, looks like we got Flins, and we got Ino. Actually, I'm probably just gonna use the team I have already. Just see how this goes.
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
Whoops.
Time to say hello. Close your eyes. Observe. To dust. Close your eyes.
Fire support ready. Select a target.
Oh, look at them. They were standing all nice in a row. Holy crap, the cloud still was floating there.
Attack shells and increase firepower.
It was actually doing lunar damage because the thundercloud was still there.
Nice guiding. Well done.
Smash and grab.
silent. Observe.
Fire support ready. Select a target.
See, the cloud's still there, and it's doing actual lunar charge damage. It's even following... Oh, it was following some of the enemies that I'm firing at right now.
Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation. Nice! Good shooting!
You're not going anywhere. Tigers?
Tell me what you see. Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Observe. Close your eyes.
Fire support ready. Select a target.
Wow, I couldn't even fire it immediately. Because it was still on cooldown. Oop, missed that guy.
Switch to ground attack.
Oh, I only have 4
Increase
seconds.
firepower.
Nice. Bully. Damn, I did pretty good. That was my best score so far amongst all these stages. Yeah, I didn't need a trial character for that. Jahoda, what's going on?
Watch out there, Jahoda.
Just keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to step in. Hey, you three. What are you doing here? There should be at least one of you manning the booth at all times.
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him. Finally, Rhea came to mediate between them.
Aww.
I keep telling you, we don't have that much Mora to spare.
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Guys, seriously, stop fighting.
Here's the thing, Neb. Even if you could afford to buy a blueprint, I'm afraid I couldn't allow it. I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to. They're for weapons, which are very complicated to build and extremely dangerous.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are toys too, actually.
Well, yeah, look how cute they are. How could you say that these were weapons of mass destruction? Also, it was designed by a literal child that's probably not any older than these kids anyways.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's a toy?
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys anyway?
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned. That's for sure.
Yeah, but sure. Quite dangerous thing, but look at that. Have you looked at it? It's pretty damn cute. You wouldn't be out in a battlefield and think, okay, this is just going to be a horrible, horrible thing to go fight against. But it looks like a big pink duck. I mean, it's not pink, it's yellow. I know my colors. Shut up. But not exactly the most intimidating thing in the world to see that.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair, you want a blueprint?
Yeah, she could just give a blueprint that doesn't involve, like, the dangerous stuff.
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots, too. I also have some design ideas of my own. And with your bots as the basis, maybe I'll be able to try them out for real.
Aw, you're inspiring a new inventor. That's what she's doing. Shame on you, Jahoda, for trying to stop this.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night. You try eating some snacks to take your mind off things, but it doesn't seem to help anymore.
Exactly! But what can I do? I'll never be able to afford one of your blueprints.
Aww.
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade! One of your toys for one of mine.
Aw, that's sweet.
Really? Thank you so much, ma'am! Is it ma'am, or...?
Yeah, aren't you guys basically the same age?
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Krumgaki Craft Shop.
Thank you so much, Boss of the Clink Clank Krumgaki Craft Shop.
Aw, that was sweet. Wait.
Huh, that was very thoughtful. Who are you, and what have you done with Aino?
Yeah, that was awfully mature of you, Aino. But hey, she has her moments. Also, what the hell are you gonna do about the guild's cut? Isn't the guild gonna do something about that? Nah, they wouldn't.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them is a big part of the job.
Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Aino stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up. A grown-up who's shorter than the kid she was looking out for, but still.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, wasn't she also part of the conch gang? A literal group that's just mostly children just looking out for one another. You basically have 12-year-olds looking after 6-year-olds there.
Previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
That was very sweet of you, Aino. Where the hell did she go? Oh well. Right. Sup, Enough, I'm up for the next stage. Defense in depth. So what do we have to do? Certain enemies can teleport instantly and will skip over the first mechanism ahead of them. Use suppression cannoneers to slow them down. If multiple lanes are under attack, deploy no entry shield modes to stabilize the field. This is going to be tricky. So I need suppression cannoneers and no entry shield moles. I think I made one of those, the latter ones, before. Oh yeah, these things would definitely teleport for sure. During this stage, you will face a large number of enemies that can teleport, allowing them to bypass the first mechanism in their path. Deploy suppression cannoneers to effectively stall their advance. Oh gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Where are they gonna come
match is about to
first?
Begin. Please, get ready.
Oh, over here. I should probably put some a little closer up. Yeah, that's what I need. What do these things do again? I forgot. Oh crap, I don't have enough. No, exit. Where the hell is it? Where was that energy orb?
Aino has suggested making Krumgaki-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%.
Oh, crap. Oof. Oh, crap. Ah, crap, I still don't have a whole lot of energy. Ho! Oh, thank God. Oh, crap, I missed it. Oh, I'm gonna fail this horribly. Oh, I'm gonna fail this so horribly. Stronger enemies! Oh, crap.
Traveler's defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
Oh, crap, I don't have anybody here. Oh god, everything is fucked! I'll at least take this guy out, and now I got nothing. Oh gosh. Well, that went poorly. Oh no.
Traveler victory in...
I'm just gonna restart this. I'm gonna put these a little closer though.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
Oh, crap. Wrong track. Seems like they also use Cryo to slow them down.
Has suggested making Krumkake-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%.
Okay, those things will be okay. Oh, great. Which one is it gonna come? Probably from both ends. Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
Oh, crap. Oh, no. I'm really bad at this. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. And I can't do shit. I don't have anything.
Traveler victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter.
Oh gosh, this is bad. Oh, I'm gonna fail. I failed horribly. Is that what it is? Is that what I need? No entry shield mode. Oh. Is that what I needed to do?
I will be your opponent during training mode.
I'll just go pretty easy. These are pretty simple enemies at first.
Rhino has suggested making Krumkake-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%.
Oh, crap.
Traveler's defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
Oh, man. Oh crap, he's gonna just teleport over. That's it. I'm just done with this. I don't want to fuck with this none more. Okay, that's the attack
Ready,
button.
partner? You've got this, partner.
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
There we are. Whew, that was a lot easier. Were these bots here before? What the hell is this? Any other interactions I can... Oh, look! It's Flins and Illuga!
Oh, Flins and Illuga! Fancy seeing you here!
Ah, Traveler. Paimon. How do you do?
Yay! Flins is here, and so is Illuga! Ah! I love these two. Are you here to buy some stuff?
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flints's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time in the land of the living every once in a while.
That sounds like something he'd say, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, Paimon will let you in on some insider info. This officer here is basically selling scrap.
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear.
Yeah, at the very least, they're not shying away that, yeah, these things are a bit of junk. If anything, they're probably more useful as bombs. Just because I don't know how many shots you're gonna squeeze off before they explode in your hands. I've said that so many times. But at least they're not lying about it. They're definitely not shying away from that fact.
True.
I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Futui officer who fought alongside them. The weapon that the latter used was identical to this one.
Aw, that's actually quite touching that this reminds you of that story.
The Futui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against the Wild Hunt as well. But why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it. Whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind.
That's very dark. But also how they just operate.
The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know? Better than following them to the grave.
That is, you know, I don't feel quite as bad about you guys selling you these things. You're just trying to look out for the new ones. You gotta keep your soldiers fed, right?
Huh.
A thought-provoking perspective.
I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flins.
Aww.
Could you tell me a few more stories about it when you get the chance?
Aww. Yeah, Grandpa Flins will tell you some more stories.
Of course.
Please do remember to take appropriate precautions and put on protective gear before using these in field. Oh, Traveler, I didn't know you were interested in vintage muskets? You're free to browse, but someone of your abilities really does deserve a newer, high-end custom model, along with a dedicated gunsmith to keep it in tip-top condition. Things good over here, Liben? Doing business this far north requires traveling a long way. Yeah, he's just repeating himself here. Fastbender. All's well. These Nod-Krai ingredients are fascinating. These properties are nothing like anything from Mondstadt. I really must find a way to... Oh, a customer, is it? Welcome. Please feel free to browse. I've just got a few things I need to take care of here. But please be aware, I can't sell you any alcohol if you're underage. Not even here in Nod-Krai. Well, at least they're being sensible in that regard. And at least this guy's getting some inspiration to try to brew some stuff from other nations, locally sourced stuff. Speak about locally sourced, Lockaberry here seems to be getting a visit from the Ruthless Kella Lily. Oh, sorry, that wasn't the interact button.
So what's the situation in need of mediation?
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived. Hey, you! I'm a member of the Fruity Order, you hear?
What a coincidence. So am I.
Ah, yes.
Wait, really? I first encountered the humor and intelligence of trendy Zaytun Peach in the New Tide anthology. Then I heard the legend of intrepid Valberry while I was in the Fortress of Meripede.
Wait, you did time?
The more I heard about your order, the more it drew me in. I've been searching for so long, but I was never able to find an actual member. So when I heard that the Nod-Krai Trade Expo was being held again, I applied under your name. And now, I finally get to meet you.
That son of a bitch. He wasn't even part of the order to begin with. This was a lure to actually get members of the Fruity Order to recognize him. Son of a bitch.
It's those idiots. Stirring up trouble again, huh?
So what I'm getting is that this guy's an imposter?
Wow, this guy really isn't a treasure hoarder? Goodness me. Wow. How awful that he lied that he was, you know, some no-brains treasure digger guy. He's just some common criminal.
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row, so we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid conflict. Then, this guy had to come along.
Ooh. Man, they were stepping down, and you just decided to bring some clout and step in on their behalf when they absolutely did not want to be a part of this expo this year. Very poor timing, guy. That's some very poor timing.
A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out. So, imagine their anger
when someone claiming to be one of ours snatched the expo rights again.
Oh, right. They definitely brawl over this. And this guy just waltzed in with saying, "Hey, I'm part of the Fruity Order. Let us have a booth." What a jackass.
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait, does that mean you've taken them all out already? Man, I knew it! The Fruity Order's as good as they say.
Oh god, he's gonna get murked, isn't he?
Can I join?
Dude, as soon as you step foot out of this expo, you're dead. Do you recognize this? Do you know how fucked you are right now?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules. Once it's all over, meet me at the harbor in Nosha Town.
Oh god, he's gonna be sleeping with the fishes.
I see.
Or is it swimming with the fishes?
I'll be there.
Anyway, this guy's doomed.
Does he not realize what's going on here?
Yeah, this guy's a moron. Let's just leave him to his fate.
Also, considering our smooth collaborations thus far, a word of advice for the guild. This guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth because the Fruity Order took care of any rival factions.
Oh, so they really did have to duke it out, but thankfully they were the ones on top anyways. But still, that was a fight that they didn't want to have to do.
But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. Since our order has proven untouchable so far, they're sure to find easier targets to vent their frustration on.
Oh, come on, guys. Dude, you really are mucking things up. Damn it, Lockaberry.
So look after those kids.
Yeah, sure. Great. Now we have to be triply sure to watch after these kids. I mean, it's bad enough they're just a bunch of children, and now their uncle is missing, probably involved in some shady weapons dealer theft that just happened. And now treasure hoarders are probably going to be after them too, just because.
Huh. So this guy has been responsible for more than one conflict so far.
Damn. I think you're gonna outpace Dory with the complaints by this rate. Man, figure your shit out. Get all your shit, put it in a backpack, and it just, if you're gonna take it somewhere, take it somewhere. I don't care. Sell it at the shit store. Get your shit together. Oh, whatever. He's probably gonna die at the end of all this. If I do manage to join the Order, I wonder what nickname they'll give me. Savage? Fierce? Barbaric? They all sound cool to me. Yeah, it'll be perfect to write on your epitaph. Because if you even get one, because you're gonna be dead. Oh, please tell me that things are cool over here. Wait, how come I... There we go. Is this a tragedy or a stroke of luck? Guess I have no choice but to keep looking over my shoulder. This guy's suspect, but then again, it's a fucking black market. What do I expect? All this shit is kind of shady. This gal's just selling dangerous weapons. At least they're open about how dangerous they are and how unpredictable they might be. Just to feed the grunts. Just to feed their young soldiers. At least this guy's getting some inspiration for wine and... Oh, hello. Speak about Mondstadt wine. I see a lover of such a thing. What up, Varka?
What do you think? Not bad. Tastes just like back in Mondstadt.
He's eating an apple.
Varka? You're here for the expo too?
Oh, hey, traveler, Paimon. I was only planning to take a look around. Wasn't expecting this pleasant surprise.
Kind of surprising. It's quite suspect to see the Grand Master hanging around such a shady market at this point. Why the hell are you here, man? But then again, he's just taking a look around. But still, it might tarnish the reputation of the Knights by having their leader being here.
Out in this part of the world, even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes. And on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be used to back home.
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home.
Aww.
I'll take the whole batch and send someone to collect them later.
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh, Liben? Oh, and Varka, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next door? Apparently, he uses special connections to keep the import costs down.
Oh, he's definitely gonna investigate about that, ain't he?
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good, but not Mondstadt wine good.
Liar!
Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius going around supporting smugglers, can we?
Yeah, that's right. He's using his noggin there. He knows that it would be pretty suspect for the Grand Master to be hanging around these sorts of folks and dealings.
Oh, that's true. You're not gonna reprimand him though, are you?
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. Not out to make life difficult for you. If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime. I'm gonna get the Knights to make some cider out of these apples.
Ooh, that would be my pleasure.
Oh, you're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally made some real profit.
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. Though I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to make my money back quite so quickly. Now I can start thinking seriously about my next venture.
Yeah, that's very nice, seriously. Varka coming around and perusing your goods. Oh man, it's like fucking Santa Claus just came to town.
I'm planning on heading to Snezhnegrad, actually. I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of Project Stuja. That's a business opportunity if I've ever seen one.
Seriously, exactly what was Project Stuja? They keep bringing it up, but I don't think I heard of any specifics about what it is about. Just personally. And in any lore videos or just in-game, I haven't paid attention if anything was in-game, but I'm pretty sure they've been mum about what Project Stuja is.
With any luck, maybe I'll have the pleasure of seeing you there.
Well, good luck out there. Hope you strike it rich.
Yeah, good luck out there, Liben. You might want to, you know, get some nice boots or something. You need to ditch those Crocs. Get some nice boots. Oh, that wasn't the interact button. Shit. Doing business is... Okay, he's just saying the same shit. Oh, this is the same. Well, looks like everything's pretty sorted out here. Dory, you keeping out of trouble? Oh, Traveler, welcome. I just so happened to amass a collection of valuable, interesting, and highly useful items for your perusal. Yeah, she's just saying the same stuff from before. Hey kids, how you holding up? I've just been talking to Neb. What else do these kids have to say? I really should take a walk around and get the chance to look for some deals on household goods. Clothing, crockery, bedding. Maybe there's a steal waiting for me somewhere. Raya, what you got to say?
Look at the crowd here! It's so many new and interesting things. If only everyone could get along with each other and there wasn't so much arguing.
True, kid, true. Better watch your backs now. You are basically probably temporarily orphans again. And several groups are probably gonna wanna donk your shit here because you have a nice booth. Especially because of Blockaberry impersonating as a member of the Fruity Order. So, yeah, you can thank him for that. That there's gonna be some stupid treasure hoarders wanting to pick trouble just because they didn't get a booth here. Do I want to try this again? Nah, I think I'll come back around to it, learn a little bit after the end of the story. So... Ooh, almost done with my battle pass. I don't think I have enough for, like, even a standard pull right now. Nah. Ooh, I think I can get Jahoda! That's good. Yeah. Welcome home once again, Jahoda. Okay, let's just get that honor. That's not it. That is also not it. Son of a bitch. There we go. Now we got a C1 Jahoda, and now we got a C2. What does she offer me? The Rogues, quick thinking. Moon sign ascendant gleam. In this ascension talent, plan to get paid. Jahoda can secretly track, in addition to the element with the highest number of characters, the element with the next highest number of characters among the remaining types. This allows up to 2 elemental effects to be active at once. You must first unlock the Ascension talent, plan to get paid. Do I? Oh, yeah, I totally do. I've been trying to infuse her with Hydro through Columbine at first. So the Hydro buff would give the personal coordinated assistant robot heal for 120% of their original healing amount. So that helps with healing. That's good. But since I have Electro on the team, the number of personal coordinated assistant robots increased by 1. But it looks like Hydro at least takes more precedence over Electro, I suppose. Given the order of priority. Well, I think that'll probably just do that for me today. Let me get that off. Ugh. So, yeah, pretty short story this evening, I suppose. Obviously, there was a lot to set up with the whole event last time. So, it was a little bit simpler this time around. Not much going on. Well, actually, there are a lot of stuff that's kind of going on. It's just, again, we had a bit of a raid that happened, and now one of the members of the Voynich Guild / owner of one of the booths, which is the one that's being run by kids, the poor little kids that are in this situation. They're in a lot of trouble themselves, but so's their uncle, because he's probably involved in some shady weapons smuggling organization. Probably. I don't know. He definitely seems like he's very interested in weapons, but also very leery about them, especially when it came to the kids hanging around such things. And also the whole story of them probably being from some now extinct Eremite tribe that did specialize in weapons making, highly technologically advanced weapons that ended up causing a whole lot of ruckus over in the desert a decade prior to this, and it ended up destroying them as well. And they're all that remains, the uncle and the children, probably. So, I don't know what the hell his deal is, but I guess we'll have to see for next time. So, I'll be back in about 2 days when the last act drops. As for tomorrow, well, there's the Cosmicon Roll-On again event that's going on in HSR, so I'm going to be over there and do stuff there, along with, I guess, doing some more of the cat escapade stuff, maybe, because, well, I can go into other people's party car and collect cat cakes And I really like the cat cakes. They're so damn cute. I love their little sounds. They just look so pretty. I love them. I love them so goddamn much. And I also like to actually play Cosmocon Collective. And it's going to be a different kind of gameplay compared to how it normally is, where it's just 1v1. I think there's going to be like 2-on-2, I think, or something like that. Or I think it's 2 on like some big boss or whatever. I don't know, but I'll have to check it out when I get there tomorrow. But as for tonight, not bad. Not too bad with the story. Very simple, but there's a lot going on. And I would love to see how everything will wrap up next time. So I'll log off now.